You are listening to the Daily Gospel Reflections with Sister Cloth. This podcast is brought to you by the Paulines Multimedia. It is our mission to bring the Word of God to all peoples through sounds and images, voices, and music. Come and join us as we share with you a thought a day. Our reading for today is lifted from the Gospel account of St. John, chapter 11, verses 19 to 27. Many of the Jews had come to Martha and Mary to console them about their brother. When Martha heard that Jesus was coming, she went and met him, while Mary stayed at home. Martha said to Jesus, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now I know that God will give you whatever you ask of him." Jesus said to her, "Your brother will rise again." Martha said to him, "I know that he will rise again in the resurrection of the last day." Jesus said to her, "I am the resurrection and the life. Those who believe in me, even though they die, will live, and everyone who lives and believes in me will never die. Do you believe this?" She said to him, "Yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God, the one coming into the world." Welcome back to our daily reflections. Today we call to mind the death of Lazarus. It is said that Jesus loved Lazarus and his two sisters very much, and that when he learned that he had been dead for 4 days, Jesus wept. We all heard what happened. According to Bible history, Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead, which was the greatest of all the miracles that Jesus performed. But before he did this, we heard the dialogue between Martha and Jesus, and later with Mary. What Martha said, "If you had been here, my brother would not have died. But I know that even now, whatever you ask of God, he will grant you." But Jesus replied, "Your brother will rise again." Martha answered, "I know he will rise again at the resurrection on the last day." But Jesus said, "I am the resurrection and the life. If anyone believes in me, even though he dies, he will live. And whoever lives and believes in me will never die." Do you believe this? The profession of faith by Martha and Mary moved Jesus' heart. After praying to the Father, he called Lazarus to rise from the dead and told those around to unbind him and let him go free. Is anyone out there drowning in utter hopelessness and losing heart because even your prayer seems so arid and meaningless? Many of us have been there. We sincerely searched for God, but he has remained silent for so long. Is there a way out of this pit of darkness and be freed from this shackle of despair? Today's gospel brings home again the message that nothing is impossible for God if we have faith and put all our trust in God, who can do all things. It may sound crazy, but just keep on talking. God will listen. Believe that he is there, and his presence is enough assurance and consolation. Let us come to think of this. Be with us again tomorrow as we share with you a thought a day. Meanwhile, you can follow us and listen to other Apple and Google podcasts on Spotify, produced by Paulines Multimedia. Have a good day.